Hello everybody, this is Trust and Lies, back again with another custom NPC tutorial. We got, where is he? DJRubixCube flying around really fast.
Hiya.
And JoshMead with us again.
Wink,
Josh
wink.
playing with an NPC over there. Playing with actually what we're going to be learning in this tutorial, which is skins. You can see it's not the standard Steve skin. Alright, so let's hop right into things. If you don't have a NPC, go ahead and spawn one. Alright,
Got it.
so now that we're in here, we're going to start off with texture, since it's right here on the beginning. We'll get the more boring stuff out of the way, and then we'll start playing with the model. We're going to start with overlay. If you open up overlay, it opens up into the eyes. If you look up top, we got assets, custom NPCs, textures, overlays. That's your folder path. But we have eyes, and if you look at your model here, when we select these, it changes. Do I still got everybody?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright. So we got Ender Eyes, which is, you'll probably recognize these from the Enderman. We got Evil Eyes, Ghost Eyes, Goggles are kind of trippy. Herobrine, Old Ender Eyes, and then Tech Zombie Eyes, which don't really work on this one. One of the cool things about the update is when you're in any of these texture selection menus, you can actually click up and you can get into other stuff. Like right now I'm doing an overlay of the NPC border, and it's actually overlaying on the whole body.
What?
Kinda
Ooh.
cool.
That's awesome.
I'm like shrouded in blue right now. Alright. So, once you have it selected, go ahead and hit back. If you want to get rid of it, just select it in here, or put your cursor in the text box, hit Control A to select it all, and then just hit delete.
Okay.
You can just click in there and delete it all manually. Control A just selects it, makes it faster. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and put an overlay back on him. What was that cool one I had? I will go with that one. Alright, so just so you guys see it in outside of the menu, it does look like it does in the menu. He's got a little helmet on, that's an overlay color, and then the rest of it's just overlaid over its normal texture. Alright, next we have the cape. Cape is self-explanatory. It's just like any cape you would expect to see from donator perks, which you can't get anymore, unfortunately. Completely understandable though. But we have these. One thing about all these textures is you can add your own into the mod. Later on, once we've gotten past the basics, I will show you guys how to add in custom textures. But right now we have these basic ones that are in here. If we go up, I believe it's an entity. In mine I have extras. Normally you wouldn't see these 3.0 skins, anime, civilian, all these. I've put all these in, with the exception, starting at crystal is where the normal ones are, and then I have some later. But this one, these are installed cloaks. Spider-Man 2099, Superman cape. So we got all these different capes. And just like anything else, we can actually keep going up. Let's go, actually, we'll go even further up. We'll get out of the custom NPCs mod. And now we're in assets. This is all your mods. Anywhere that can find a texture, it's in here. We're going to go into Minecraft. This is basic Minecraft. We got blocks. This is this should be all the block mods that are in the game. We're going to go with a dirt cape. Nah, diamond. Where's regular diamond? Diamond block. Diamond block cape. You notice it stretches the texture a little bit. That's just because of the files aren't the same dimensions, so it stretches it or compresses it to match. Coming on out, you'll notice we now have a cape on it.
Whoa. That is cool.
He looks really cold. He looks like he's in a block of ice.
Alright, so before we move on, I'm going to show you a second, or I've kind of skipped over this, but how to select your NPC. So you spawn it by right-clicking the ground. There's two ways to select it. One is to right-click with the NPC wand directly on the NPC. That opens up the menu. If you have a large NPC, the hitbox may not be where it is in relation to this. It'll probably be around the same area, even if your model's way up there. If it's small, you gotta click on the model still. The second way to select the model, or to select the NPC, is to right-click in the air. That'll bring up a list of all the NPCs within a certain radius of you.
What?
Closest to the farthest. So we'll go ahead and select Trust and Lies, get back in there, and we'll go to Player Skins. If you hit Select, it's just like any of the others. It's the option to select a texture. We have all these textures, which are in by default. Then if we go up, we have all the ones for the other models that are in here by default. And then we have the ones that I've added, such as the Pixelmons, the Steam Pack, Superheroes. We're going to go to Clone Trooper, go to the 501st, and go ahead and hop out. Bam, we have a frozen Clone Trooper with a diamond cape. Any questions so far?
No,
Is it normal to not understand sometimes and have to look back at the video?
Yes. What are you getting so far?
I just want to make sure that other people understand that even I, Master Josh, have to watch the video, because sometimes I get confused as well.
Well, there's a reason we are breaking this up into so many different segments, trying to cover a couple things at a time. Just so that, you know, if you forget how to select a skin, you don't have to watch 20 different episodes to try and figure out where it is. Now we're going to go into selecting actual player skins. It's really simple. You go in. Instead of hitting select, you hit texture. That switches it to the player option. When we're in here, all we have to do is type in a Minecraft username. Capitalization does matter. So my username's all lowercase, so we'll type it in the way it's supposed to be. It's my skin. However, if I were to capitalize the T, you notice it goes back to the default one for this texture pack. So it has to be capitalized and spelt right. There's plenty of resources out there that'll help you. I'll actually have one of them listed in the description of this video, so you can go there. It kind of auto-completes some of the usernames, some of the more popular ones. It'll also give you the correct capitalization. So,
Stampy, eat your cake.
One of the things you can do, like these guys have done, playing around, we have a iBallisticSquid NPC.
Hey guys!
Hello, everybody!
And we have a Stampylongnose custom NPC that are wandering around here. We just use those as examples. You've probably seen them walking around while we've been working on stuff. But this is just an example of some of the stuff you can do. So, with some of the other settings, you can actually do a lot of control, and you could actually have like a town on your server that's made up of real players in NPC form. Now, onto the final part of this video, some of the cooler stuff that I've saved for last. We're going to go into the model. Now, like I said in the last video, we can select all these different models And I think I've lost my overlay. Yeah, I did. Oh well, no big deal. But most of these have a couple settings, such as the bat. You can make it so it's flying or it's resting. A lot of the hostile ones don't have multiple settings. All the livestock should have child settings, so you can make it a baby, eternal baby chicken.
Aww, so cute.
With a trust and lies texture. You can have cows. Any of these. Alright, so we're going to go back to the player model, the custom NPC model. Now these settings you can save and then load in later. And that's useful if you have like a certain clan or faction in the custom NPCs that have a certain feature about them. First we're going to go into scale. And this is where you can really mess things up. But by mess things up I don't mean ruin them. I mean I can make the head really strange proportions, or I can go in and mess with the body. You can do this with all of the models or all of the pieces of a NPC, human-based NPC. Alright, we're going to get those back to default so I look normal again. We're going to go ahead and hit the X and come back here. The next part I love way more than that. We're going to go into head, and this gives us a bunch of options.
I love the Mohawk.
So
My foot fell asleep. Anything you can do about that?
no. So first off we have headwear, and this one it's not visible from the start. I'm not sure, I haven't played around with this enough to know exactly what it does, so we're going to ignore headwear. We'll come back to that later if I figure it out, and I probably will.
It's trust, of course.
Down here we have just visual controls. We got a plus and minus to zoom into your character, and then we have the arrows to rotate around so you can see the full model. So we're going to look at the back. Then we're going to play with the hair. So right now I have player-based hair. And you can actually put an overlay on it for a color.
Ooh.
And go ahead and get back. You notice it doesn't really do too much, but it uses your player's skin to create the color of the hair. Then we have long hair. Thin hair, so you got a little rat tail going on.
Oh yeah, America.
Stylish, which
My dad had one of those in the 60s.
we have a blocky, apparently that's stylish, ponytail, which I actually kind of like the ponytail.
Of course you do.
And then we have none. And then we have Mohawks. Mohawks are kind of awesome. So we're going to get around to the side view here. So we got Mohawks, and these can again be colored like that. We're going to go with a green Mohawk. You have a few different, well right now we have one type. I know Nope's plans on adding in a few more types, just so there's some variation. We're going to go ahead and leave the Mohawk on, because it's awesome. We're going to go with red. Go with that Spartan red. Alright, then you have beard. Player, boring. Go to standard. Just a short little beard, show your age. Or whatever. Manliness, yeah.
Unless you're a girl, then you can show them whatever.
We got Viking, which has the little braid, supposed to be braided pieces. We got the long beard, the short beard, and no beard. We're going to leave the beard off of mine. Snout, this is where you start getting into the weird stuff. You got player small, again, goes off the player skin. And there's 3 different sizes, and then there's a bunny. Going with the default bunny texture, we got the small one, medium, which is a little bit longer, large, which is a little bit longer, and then the bunny, which has teeth.
Yeah.
And then ears right now, the ears are a little weird. You got bunny ears, these short ears, and that's it for ears. Now that we've played around with the head, we're gonna hop into body. So, we got breasts, self-explanatory. We got wings, which are awesome. Just have to say totally awesome. We're gonna go with a blue for the wings. We have type 1, which is angel wings. Got
That's
type
me.
2, which is like cyborg wings, I guess.
Wait, there were more than one wings? Whoa.
We got type 3, which is almost like skeleton or demon wings. And then we're back at 0. So we're gonna go with a light blue angel wing. You got particles, which are really cool. You got player based, so they're based on your skin. Got type 1, which is I forget which one that is, but it's based off of one of the textures in the game. And again, you can change the color of these. I'm going to change them to yellow. Got
Is
type
this supposed
2.
to be like the Ender? The Enderman particles, or?
That may be what the first one is. The second one has little dust redstone-y particles mixed with hearts. Did not know hearts were in the game. Oh wait, never mind, I'm stupid. That's what happens when you breed animals. Then you have rainbow. We're gonna go with rainbow. Rainbow's fun. And then you have a fin. Fin goes on the back. You have player like normal. Oh. And then we have like a shark fin and no fin. What is Josh doing?
That was me.
You're skipping steps, man. Alright, so we're gonna go back in. Alright, so arms. We have claw options. These will only appear if you're using a player's skin. If you are using a skin inside of your that you have in the mod, these will not show up. So, one of the other things is I don't think the color is working. They're always black. But
Yeah.
the cool thing is you can control it. So you can have Wolverine with claws on both hands, or you can have him on one of the hands. So you have like Jack the Ripper.
Are you farting or what's that puffy stuff coming out?
It's a rainbow, bro. Alright, and the last section here, going to legs. You have two sets of options here. Legs and tail. So we have a player tail, again, based off the player skin. We have dragon tail with the player skin. It's kind of cool. We have cat, wolf, horse, and dragon. And then we have the squirrel tail, which I think is hilarious.
Wait, there was a squirrel tail?
There is a squirrel tail.
I missed that.
And then we go in the leg section, while he's looking at the squirrel tail, we have player legs, which are the default Minecraft legs. We have Naga, which is a snake body. We have spider. We have a horse, so you have a centaur. We have a Naga that you can control the color of. Mermaid is, I'm assuming, since it doesn't make a change, it means that your legs don't actually separate when you walk. We have Digitrade, which is really cool. These are by far my favorite legs. They're like, if you color them right, they are like, whatchamacallit, like Goatman legs, or they can be robot legs if you want.
Goatman legs. Are you talking about that like little goat
Like
thing?
fawn? Is that what they're called? No.
No, it's not a fawn.
Satyr?
Now that's gonna bug me all day. I gotta figure that out.
We'll have the answer in the next video. So if you want to if you don't know what they're called and it's bugging you too, watch the next one. All right, we're gonna give us these Digitrade legs or Digigrade legs, Digitigrade. There we go, and a squirrel tail. The squirrel tail is gonna be red. And
My guy looks awesome.
now that we have our model customized, looking pretty awesome, kind of weird. I don't like the cape on it, so again, Control A, delete, get rid of that cape.
You know, if you gave yourself a snout, you'd look like a bird.
Well, we're not going for birds, so
I love it.
anyways, that's some of the stuff you guys can do with skins and models. I know this video went a little long and I apologize for that, but hopefully we covered everything about those that you'll need to know. And just as a refresher, I covered this in the first one but forgot to cover it again in this one. When you're selecting models, you have the arrows, or you can click and have the whole drop or the whole scrollable list. And again, do not pick the Pixelmon ones. Support for that he's working on for a future update.
Ooh.
I actually talked to him about that earlier this week, so I know that's coming, or at least it's being worked on. Alright, so that is it for these. Oh, I have a bat now.
Wink, wink.
Do you guys have anything to add or any questions?
Subscribe to my
was
YouTube
pretty-
channel.
No, that was pretty. That was actually really good, man. It was like while you were talking about it, I was actually playing around with everything. So yeah, look, see, no legs.
That's the best way to learn.
First-hand knowledge.
Yeah, I mean, you're being given a general knowledge or general explanation of what to do, and you're going in and learning, you're experiencing it for yourself at the same time.
How'd you change yours to a little wasp?
It's not a wasp, it's a bat with my skin on it.
I also
Ah.
have a surprise for you after the video's over, just so you know.
But again, thank JoshMead and DJ, who's flying around crazy again. And we'd also like to give a shout out to Superchat, BallisticSquid, and Stampy for not necessarily letting us, but having us using their personalities in this tutorial.
Speaking of which, what happened to little Stampy? I
Oh,
made
I
him like
killed him.
size 1. No, he isn't. He's over here. I made him size 1.
Well, they're arguing. I'm gonna make a bat size one and see how small it is. Oh, you can barely see it. It's so tiny. It is like
You
a
have to hurry
wasp
up
now.
though before my surprise ends.
Alright, so with that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Give these guys' channels a little gander. And
Little gander.
the links will be in the description, so don't forget to do that. These guys are awesome and they're helping out a lot. Alright, with
Yay.
that, this is Trust and Lies, out.